Welcome to the Odyssey, my friends. I am Mike Odyssey, and today we have a fantastic video for you all. First of all, I want to cover the dual screen thing. I want to revisit that for a little bit because my opinions about the dual screen, knowing what we know now, have changed a bit, and I want to discuss that with you. I want to see what you guys think about that. And of course, we have a head-to-head clash between Sony and Nintendo, and it could take place this very same week regarding Nintendo Switch 2 and that PlayStation Pro. Let's go ahead and talk about it more in this video. But before, if you are new here, hey, why not give a subscribe button? I have some real CADs here, like the 3D model of the Nintendo Switch 2 that I am making myself. I have a friend of mine 3D printing it out as we speak, and I will do a side-by-side comparison. So that is gonna be a great video to watch. So if you love that type of content, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss that video coming up very soon. So let's go ahead and get into the news, shall we? All right, so we first talked about the possibility of the dual screen happening on the Switch a couple videos ago. You can check that video. I'll put a link down below in the description. But after that video, we learned more information, and so it came through this other video from this Japanese creator who created the 3D mock-up, the one you're seeing on screen now. And so they mentioned that maybe this could be related to a camera. So you can add a camera to it, to, I guess, to sense your environment or something along that lines. I'm not too sure about that, but we do know that there is a USB-C port on top of the Switch, separate from the one at the bottom, from the docking, right? And so there's many possibilities of what that could be for. I mean, who knows? Nintendo will probably tell us, and I'm sure it's going to be part of whatever gimmick they're presenting next. But this dual screen thing, I want to revisit it, right? Because my mind has kind of changed a bit in regard to that. The more we learn about the next system, the more I say, hey, maybe they're not doing a physical dual screen. Maybe they're doing it somewhere else. But I want to come here at Game Rant. They have a real, they have an article here that caught my attention. I posted yesterday by Lucy S. I want to point out, and I always want to give a shout out to the writers where I am actually covering the news from. So Lucy S. is the writer for this article at GameRant.com. And let's go ahead and read here. It says, why the Nintendo Switch 2 could be the DS to the Switch's Game Boy. So I'm guessing, Game Boy to DS, Game Boy to DS is like, okay, from one screen to two screen. That's what they're referring to. And let's go ahead and read here. Various rumors and theories about the Nintendo Switch successor have been swirling for the past few years. However, with new console generations usually arriving every 5 to 7 years, and the Switch launching in 2017, late 24 to early 2025 would make sense for the next-gen release that's tentatively being called the Switch 2. Additionally, the recent announcement of the first game for Switch 2 gives more credibility to the various claims that an official announcement is imminent. I like that word, imminent. But let's go here. In recent days, the rumors have intensified following image of a spec leak on Reddit and X, formerly Twitter. Conjecture suggests that Nintendo's next console will closely resemble the original Switch, but come with an upgraded feature and enhanced performance. That's what I believe too. Not only does this fuel anticipation of what the next evolution of the popular hybrid system could look like, but some have gone as far as to claim that the Switch 2 will be equipped with two screens. Ooh, bam, bam, bam. And anyway, basically that's what they're referring to in this article. There's a little more here. It says the launch of the Nintendo Switch DS in 2004 stunned the gaming world and its innovative dual screen design, a major departure from the single screen Game Boy. The top screen served as the main display, and the bottom feature the touch screen and could be blah blah blah. So it talks about the possibility of Nintendo going from what was once the Game Boy hybrid to the DS, a two-screen hybrid system, right? But this is where I don't know anymore. I don't think Nintendo is doing a hybrid system off the back. When it comes to the actual hardware by itself, if you look at these images, can you imagine an 8-inch screen? I mean, the system is already big. Like, compare the OLED to the Nintendo Switch 2. If this is the original system, right? If this is exactly how it's going to look like, can you imagine having a system this beefy and this big, and then on top of that, adding an extra screen, right? Meaning like another screen that folds up or down. How big will that system be, and how beefy will that be? Not only that, but I think that even with that, the price point has to be in the 500s with the extra screen, right? And well, what we learned was that Nintendo is going with LCD, mini LED, because they want to cut costs. They want to make sure that they don't really sell this system at a crazy price. I'm pretty sure they're taking notes now from PS5 Pro, which, by the way, for all of us Nintendo fans, it could have been a blessing in disguise, because Nintendo could have taken note. Wait a minute, we can't go too high on this hybrid, because if we do, this is gonna be something to pay for. But yeah, I now seeing the screen size and seeing the system size, I don't think Nintendo will give us a hybrid system with a dual screen. I think we are getting another Nintendo Switch system very similar. I think this is the closest we're gonna get to seeing the system, and this could very well be how the system looks. Not necessarily a bad thing, right? Nintendo has done incremental upgrades from Nintendo to Super Nintendo, right? And so from 3DS, from DS to 3DS to 3DS XL, there have been incremental upgrades with successful systems. And what Nintendo is doing, by the way, is just taking a form factor that is already perfected, right? It's already what we want. We can dock it, we can take it with us. It's hybrid, right? All we need is more power so that it runs better games. And so this is what they're doing. They're giving us a bigger, better screen. They're giving us more power in the same hybrid form factor where we can dock it and take it with us. And so I believe if Nintendo were to go the dual screen route, it would not be physical. I think it would be more like a feature, like a streaming kind of thing. You know how the PS Portal, you can stream from the system to the PS Portal. This would actually be in reverse for Nintendo. You would stream from the system to I would say a more improved, feature-packed dock, right? It would have to be its own little CPU, GPU, its own little computer where you can hook it up to a TV. It becomes a little hub, right? When you even when you undock it, you could still see the hub on the screen displaying from the dock itself, and then you could then stream your game onto the dock, which is displayed on TV, and you could see it on your screen. You'll use that second screen, that 8-inch screen, and then the main screen will be the TV. Now, this is all theoretical. This is me trying to figure out how Nintendo can do it based on patents we have actually gone over. So it's not really out of the realm of possibilities. Nintendo does have a dock that is also a hub for entertainment reasons in a patent. Nintendo does talk about streaming a game to a device, which is also in a patent. And so all of these theoretical things I'm bringing out, it's something Nintendo has already thought about, right? Whether it makes it to the final product or it doesn't, it's still within the realm of possibilities. And maybe if we do get that 1-inch screen, the 8-inch one screen, then that will be a good way to give us another screen, right? Within, it's like streaming the game over to the dock, and you would eventually use the 8-inch as your second screen. Now that's for that. I want to hear what you guys think when it comes to a dual screen. What other way can Nintendo add a second screen that is not a physical screen being added to the system? I want to know what your ideas could be, because I'm interested in knowing. And now let's go ahead and jump over to the next Nintendo Switch 2 news. And this is the head-to-head between Nintendo Switch 2 and PlayStation. No, I'm not talking about console rivalry. I'm talking about events. Right now, let me go ahead and read it really fast here. It says Nintendo and Sony going head-to-head with Switch 2 Direct and State of Play. Nintendo could finally give us fans a look at Switch 2 during an imminent Direct conference that could coincide with the PlayStation State of Play event. All right, so it says signs are pointing towards a busy few weeks for the video game industry. Not only is the Tokyo Game Show about to open its doors to the public, but both Sony and Nintendo are expected to hold an online event featuring new game announcements, gameplay updates, and even hardware reveals. Fresh off the back of unveiling the PS5 Pro, in a short video hosted by system architect Mark Cerny, Sony is reportedly planning to broadcast a special State of Play presentation on September 24th. The event is expected to further showcase some of the ways that the PS5 Pro will benefit existing PS4 and 5 games, and will also feature a number of new reveals, including a controversial Horizon Zero Dawn and Days Gone Remastered. But that is not it. As for the rumored Nintendo Direct, it was recently noted that the company has held Direct conference September since the Switch launch. So every September, Nintendo has held a Nintendo Switch Direct in September since 2017. If Nintendo does bypass the Direct this September, it will be the very first time since the Switch exists that they don't have a Direct on September. And so it is believed Nintendo will continue this trend in 2024. That is, next Nintendo Direct will headline by the Switch 2 reveal. Again, this could kind of make sense timing-wise, especially with the amount of leaks coming from Kyoto. And so right now, this is coming to us from express.co.uk. And, you know, we have Tokyo Game Show coming up right now. We have the Sony State of Play. We have the Nintendo Direct happening at the same time. If it happens, we know that we should get a reveal very, very soon. Tokyo Game Show is around the corner. Does Nintendo want to reveal the system before that? We don't know. I hope they do, because I want to see it. I know you do too. And so it's gearing up to be an exciting week for Nintendo, for gaming in general, whether you like PlayStation or Nintendo. I like them both. And so let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you think that we will officially get a Nintendo Direct dedicated to video games coming next year? And of course, the inspiring and anticipated reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Before I let you go, never give up and journey on. Peace.